What's going on, guys? I'm going to do an update of my absolute favorite type of arcade machine. That is vector arcade machines. In the past, I had done a video about some of my vector collection. I had a crappy camera. Actually, I was using my cell phone for a while. And you know what? I've gotten a few new games since then. And you know, I just want to kind of I'm gonna make this video about nothing but vectors. So let me walk around. I'll show you some of these games with the lights on, and in a little bit here I'm going to shut the lights off and I will show you some vector goodness. But yeah, and if I remember at the end of the video, I'll show you some of my projects that I am working on. Let's see, right now I'm getting ready to move in a tunnel hunt. So I'm figuring out which games has to go. I think Donkey Kong Jr. is gonna go. I can't really get in here. It's kind of a cluster. I got Q*bert in the way over here. But so anyways, let me turn the lights off and let's play some vector games. Okay, so right now I'm kind of in the middle of my stairs, going upstairs, but it kind of has a cool view of all these games. Let me come down here a little bit. I need to get a light, a marquee light, my War of the Worlds, Star Castle, of course. One thing I did that was kind of cool on Space Wars was, well, yeah, check out the toys. Anyways, one thing I did that was kind of cool on Space Wars is there's a light behind this panel, and it kind of like lights up the buttons and stuff. But I added some red LED strip and a blue LED strip over here. Now, this is a two-player game. I kind of thought it'd be kind of cool, like a red versus blue kind of thing. But it's still original. Nothing's been damaged. And just, you know, sometimes I like to add something like that. But Omega Race. Oh, well, by the way, I bought this game from Going Out Warehouse, Hagerstown, Maryland. There is a really dirty line on the sides. It looked like another game sat on top of it sideways for years. You know what I mean? But this ended up being a beautiful cabinet. Man, is it nice. But okay, so we have Omega Race. I bought this from Jeffrey Oler. He has a YouTube channel called Arcade Hollywood. I bought this from him broken, and he rebuilt the monitor years ago, and the monitor looks beautiful. So I didn't even touch the monitor. The monitor looks nice and crisp, but I had to repair the board. Space Fury. I bought that from Todd Tucky, TNT Amusements. Matter of fact, Todd Tucky made a video of when I bought it. Oh, I did too, actually. But Star Trek. I forget where I got that. Oh, I bought that off of Rob Burke. And let's see here, Attack Scan. Another cool game. Here's an open phase battle zone. That's a dedicated open phase, it's not the kit. Red Baron. That's another cool game. Asteroids Deluxe. Really cool how this has like a 3D effect inside. Because there's like cardboard and there's a two-way mirror and there's a black light in the back. Very cool game. I got this from a guy's basement years ago. Asteroids. You gotta have an Asteroids. Lunar Lander. I bought this off a buddy of mine. He got it from a warehouse, and at the time I wanted Lunar Lander so bad I could not find a Lunar Lander, at least in my circles. I couldn't find one, and then he happened to have one that was mint, and I think I paid like $700 for it, and I replaced a 2111 RAM chip, and it was up and going. Armor Attack. This isn't the best looking Armor Attack. See, there's a whole area that's broken off. But I do have a really nice Star Castle cabinet. So which is the same cabinet as Armor Attack. I'm probably going to just move the guts over to the Star Castle cabinet. And this has a big crack in it. But I do have another Armor Attack. I want to send this marquee out to John Salter, who is the world record holder, and have him sign it. So that'd be kind of cool. There's a Solar Quest. Beautiful Cinematronics game. This has a 64 level intensity monitor. So this monitor can display 64 levels of brightness. 63 levels of brightness, technically. It's kind of cool. I wish the programmers would have put more use to it, because it's not that noticeable, but it's still very cool. Whoever I bought this from before, they ended up putting a doorbell knocker on there, button. I hate when they do that, but there's a really nice Tempest here. I ended up, where did I buy this? I can't remember. But a buddy of mine had new old stock overlays, so I put a new old stock overlay on the Tempest. Really cool game. Now here's my Space Duel. This is like believe it or not, this is like the 9th Space Duel I've had. I ended up getting a new old stock overlay from the same guy I got Tempest from. So I got a new old stock overlay on Tempest. I have a problem with this Space Duel I'm going to have to address at some point. I don't know if you can tell in the camera. I'm going to hold it still for a second. Now it doesn't want to do it. But the picture kind of gets larger and smaller. It's called blooming. And it's a diode that I need to replace on there. So at some point. Anyways, I had like 7 of these. I got them for 50 bucks a piece years ago. And this is when I first started collecting arcade machines. And I got them for 50 bucks a piece from some operator. And I didn't know any better. And I'm just like, you know, giving them away. And, hey, you want a Space Duel? I got the best one. You can have all the others. And I wish I hadn't done that, because I sure could use these monitors now. These monitors are getting hard to find now. But Gravatar, I bought this off the same buddy of mine that I got the Lunar Lander from. I do have a new old stock overlay for this control panel. I just gotta put it on someday. It's actually nice enough where I kind of appreciate the wear. I don't know. I mean, it feels like it has some. There you go. That's the right word for it. Character. It feels like it has some character if it's a little beat. So I don't mind if it's a little beat. But Black Widow. That's a dedicated Black Widow. That's not the kit. I looked into this. I think I paid 500 bucks for it. Working. Yeah, can't beat that. Star Wars. I did end up putting in a new sticker for the marquee, and I'm not really happy with it, because see this? You can see how the light kind of shines through right there. Well, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be blacked out right there. The original was blacked out, so you know the reproduction wasn't as nice as I'd hoped, but it's still better than a ruined one. But this ended up being a really nice cabinet. It's dark in here. Let me turn the lights on just for a second. Okay, Major Havoc. I had a dedicated Major Havoc that was converted to something else, and the bottom was rotten out really bad. So, a guy that I met through a friend is an Amish guy, and he actually replaced sides on this and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. I hate when I redo cabinets, because it's like you lost some of the soul. But you know, I did have enough parts, and this was a long journey for me. It took me a year to get the parts. I mean, I had to find a Major Havoc control panel. I actually reproduced this piece right here from a buddy of mine's control panel. You know, things like that. Harness pieces. But yeah, I already went over here, right? Yeah. So, you guys want to play some arcade games? Now this is my rip-off cabinet. I I'll show you the original cabinet, but it's swollen badly. So me and my wife actually built a new cabinet, traced out the old cabinet and built a new one. And right here's a couple control panels. One of them's better than the other. I actually need to fix the monitor, and I have everything else working. I have a working board, a working soundboard, a whole harness. I just need to get that monitor working, and my parts will be in a week or so, and I'll have a rip-off in the arcade room. So I have to figure out another game to get out of here. Well, it's dark outside, but you can kind of see the rip-off cabinet. I'm going to cut out the side art, the piece of wood, and send it in to somebody so they can print me new side art, because evidently no one makes rip-off side art. It's dark, but I'd show you my Quantum. I have a couple other Quantums on the porch. But here's my Starhawk. I took off the marquee. I have all the guts. I have all working guts for this now. I have to rebuild the monitor and this also, and then I'll have a Starhawk working out there. So that'll be awesome. You know what? Since I'm in the garage, I at least got to show you this, and I got to show you this. This is going to be a long process, but eventually we will have that working. And this already works. I got to put it back together though. And here's a couple Quantums on the front porch. You know, it's dark. It's about 5 in the morning, and I just walked by my trash can, and there's a skunk. I'm going to try to take a video. It might be too dark. I'm going to try to take a video of this skunk. It scared the shit out of me. Can you see it? It's too dark. Too dark. Well, that's about it, guys. I mean, that's the games I have. If I haven't made a video of it already, ask me and I will make some gameplay videos or whatever. But before I end this video, I want to tell you what the next video is going to be about. I have a broken Vectrex here. I actually bought it working and I left it on all day and it broke. But I ordered a bunch of parts and I'm going to fix this Vectrex again. But before the Vectrex died, I did something that I think is really cool. And I'm going to tell all you guys how to do it yourself. You can make, alright, with a few modifications, you can make any Atari monitor, black and white vector monitor, work as a screen for a Vectrex. So stay tuned for the next video, and I will show you guys how to modify an Atari black and white monitor to play Vectrex games. If you guys, since you guys are looking at my video, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment at the bottom. Have a good one.